What's up? It's AP from the Dope Fiends. This is a video response to Eileen, who left a comment on our website asking how we make the eyes for our silly hats. This is how we do it. I've got 4 colors here. I'm going to start by making the iris of the eye in gray. And to do that, I'm going to make first a chain of 3 links. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave this yarn nice and loose, and I'm also going to leave a nice end because whenever we attach this to the hat, we want to have enough room to pull through and then tie down. Now with the 3rd link of my chain right here, I'm going to go back in through the first and pull through the yarn so that it connects and makes a little ring. There you go, you can see it there. And I'm going to start doing T-stitch through the middle of that ring. So from here, take the yarn around my needle and then go in through the center of the ring and pull a link, which I'm going to go through the first one and then grab another link and pull through both. Again, I'm going to wrap yarn around the needle, go through the ring and pull a link that goes through that first wrap, and then one more that goes through both. You can see when I do that, it makes this little knot right here, which is kind of a slip knot around that ring. Eventually, as I start making, I'm going to make 12 in all. I'm going to need to tighten it as I go so that there's enough room. Still, I'm keeping it fairly loose. I don't want to keep the yarn too taut. Now, after my 12th T-stitch, and I have the iris complete, I'm going to go back through that first one, and I'm just going to pull through a single loop so that it connects the 2 ends. And then again, I'm going to leave enough yarn tail here that I can pull it through the main body of the hat and affix. This is the next part. I'm going to use black yarn to make the pupil behind the iris. Again, I'm going to keep the yarn nice and loose, leave a good sized tail, and I'm going to make 3 link chain. And with this, I'm actually going to go through that 3rd link and just start single crochet around making a circle so that it won't have the same kind of gap that is in the center of the iris. To see the hole that I'm using in the iris for the pupil is the hole that's in the center of the hat right here. Okay, I don't mean to give anybody the impression that I know what I'm doing. I make this up as I go. But the next step is once the black of the pupil, is wider than the hole in the iris, you want to trade off the yarn to the white. Tie it off. Oh, that's gray. Gray. No. The white of the eyes. And now I'm going to continue in that single crochet stitch with the white up until I have the same diameter of pupil plus white as the irises, which is usually, depending on the thickness of your yarn, either 1 or 2 rows. Okay, now that I have 2 rows of white around the center of my black pupil, put the gray iris so that both sides of your loose ends of the string are going to face the facing side. I'm going to pull both of those through so that all of the tails are on the same side. Now I have the tails from the iris, tails from the pupil, and the tail from the white. And now I'm going to do T-stitch a row around, going through both the white first and then the gray. White, gray. Now I've gone the T-stitch the whole way around with the white connecting to the gray of the iris, and you can kind of puff the pupil through the iris a little like that. And again, I'm going to leave enough of a tail here to connect. And while you pause the tutorial and go make the other eye, I am magic. I already have it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the next step, which is